AG Collects back again at the last day of OzokuCon. Like I always say, you never know who's going to pop up on the podcast. And right now, I have the heartthrob of the anime community. This guy has voiced beloved characters such as Grimmjow, that loser that he is, Nanami in the Supreme Cat and Martial Law and Tekken, which surprised me. I'm with
David Vincent.
And how's it going this weekend?
It's going great, man. I've had a fantastic weekend this weekend.
Yes, we have. It's been a fantastic weekend. There's been a lot of major news, and we're surprised about JJK that it's going to be coming back soon. How you feel about that?
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited for season 3 to come back.
Yes, and unfortunately, spoiler, y'all always spoil things. But, you met your demise. You had a lot of incredible scenes, especially this one in particular. There was a lot of memes and a lot of videos. What was your reaction to some of that stuff?
I saw the TikToks, and I loved it. I thought it was hysterical. I was going through and watching what people were doing with it. It's such a brilliant scene that I love that people took it and ran with it.
Yes, they did. They went off the rails, and it just brought me great joy because his character was something that somebody I could relate to, being a workaholic myself.
Oh yeah.
Yes. What was about that guy that made you even want to audition a voice for him?
Well, honestly, one of the things that I love about Nanami is that he's probably one of the most relatable characters that I've ever voiced. I think anybody who has seen JJK knows that, in Nanami, you can relate to him. We all relate to, I just want to be on the beach reading a book. I don't want to have to work. Working for a living sucks,
Yes, it does, and we all agree on that one. And you have another character who's kind of a villain, hero-ish, Grimmjow. He definitely helped Ichigo, which was unexpected.
Oh, yeah. Grimmjow is one of my favorite characters. He's what I love about Grimmjow is he's all action.
Yes, he is.
No talk, he's all action.
What was your favorite moment of voicing Grimmjow?
I think one of my favorite scenes, there's so many of them, but one of my favorite scenes that sticks out in my mind is the first real fight that he had with Ichigo, and he's just pummeling him. And it was, to me, one of the first times I had seen anything animated like that before in a show, and I just thought it was brilliant the way it was done.
Yes, not only that, he was telling Ichigo some of the realest stuff he ever probably heard in his life. Like, he really demoralized him in that fight.
Yeah. Well, exactly, and as he's leaving that scene, remember my name, Soul Reaper. I loved that.
Yes, and we can tell just how your actions are you have a lot of voices, a lot of characters. What's been the fan favorite this weekend?
Fan favorite this weekend, it's kind of a toss-up between Nanami from JJK and Grimmjow from Bleach.
I'm surprised because there was at one point a lot of Seven Deadly Sins fans.
Yeah, I have a lot of Esterosa fans and Mael from Seven Deadly Sins. I actually have seen quite a few folks here.
That was actually another spectacular fight because Escanor, what he did, Jesus Christ.
Oh, it was such an epic fight. It was my favorite fight in all of Seven Deadly Sins. And Escanor is voiced by one of my colleagues who I'm just extremely fond of, Kyle Bear. And I thought that he just did such a great job voicing him. And so for me, it was so much fun to, number one, the action of that fight and what was going on, but then hearing Kyle's take on Escanor was just a blast.
It is, and then with having so many various characters and multiple personalities, how much of your own personality do you interject into those characters?
My own personality, I think, is a lot more mild-mannered than a lot of these characters. So I think, I can enjoy. Probably Nanami would be the closest to my personality. He's more of a understated type of a character versus Grimmjow, who is really kind of the polar opposite of me.
And then you just pull that out, and then you just went crazy with it. Yeah. What has been like the fan favorite quote that everybody just wants to hear you say?
With Kento Nanami, anything having to do with overtime.
That is definitely the most relatable quote. I'm surprised you don't have shirts with that.
I should have shirts for that.
Yes, you do. And before we get out here, I always ask every voice actor, we all know you from your main shows, but are there some underrated shows that don't get the love that they should, that you could promote and say, hey, go watch?
Absolutely. There is an underrated anime out there, and it's called Gun X Sword. And it is such a good series. It was one of my very first series that I worked on when I got into the world of anime. Such a fun show. It's 26 episodes, so it's a shorter series. And, well, not necessarily short, but it's a great series. It's a lot of fun and an enjoyable series. Check that one out.
And want to keep up with you on social media, where can they find you?
It's X, which used to be Twitter. So X, it's at David Vincent VA for voice actor. Instagram, same handle, at David Vincent VA.
You guys heard all that? I'm JG Collects at the last day of OzokuCon. I like that. We're out.